Hi, good afternoon and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about quick fill templates, a feature which many of you will be familiar with, for example, from the service request applet. This is the service request detail applet in its standard shape and format, and many of you will have noticed that on the menu items there are several unexpected menu items talking about templates. Now, these features are very simple to describe. If I create a new service request and I fill in, for example, the type, the area and the subtype, I change the substatus and I enter some summary information as well as a last name. Let's choose this guy. I can then save my record as normal. And on the menu I will choose Save as Template. Now, it's important for you to know that template saving doesn't work from all applets. Specifically, it's best to do it from a form applet rather than a list applet. Technically speaking, not all applet modes are supported, but I'm going to create an AUTSR template for Auto 1 with some description text. I'm going to save it. Now, whenever I need to create a new service request that has identical fields, I can simply say go and new from template, and I can pick my template, and it's created a new record. I am, of course, free to modify the data. It's simply served the purpose of a template. And as a result, this explains why we have apply a template, so to apply a template to an existing record, new from template, which we've just seen, save as template, which we've just seen, and new from last template, which is very useful if you have multiple templates, you've used one, and you know you're going to have to create 100 records. You could say new from last template. The functionality is based around the method menu item here in the applet menu, and it is quite simple to take the method menu item from the service request detail applet. If I look here, you will see that there are several items regarding templates. And these four menu items can pretty much be copied as is with no modifications into another form applet for another business component. For example, I have copied the items into this form applet. So I have created, as you can see, a test piece of evidence. I will click Menu, and I will click Save as Template. I must apologize, as you can see I've actually done this twice because I was so excited about it. Save as Template, I'll give it a name, and I'll click Save. So now I can create New from Template, and I have a new evidence. So it's proof, if you like, that the functionality can be easily extended to other business components. The other side of the story, of course, is that there needs to be an administrative screen, and indeed there is. It's known as the Quick Fill Templates Administration, where an administrator can see all of the templates created by all of the users and review the fields that have been captured. The administrator can decide to render a template public, making it available to everyone, or can inactivate a template, or can quite simply delete it. So the administrator has as many all rights as necessary. Finally, the point that often comes up is perhaps for whatever reason you need to exclude a field from ever being included in a template. So even if the user creates a template from evidence, perhaps we don't wish to capture the status. We wish it to be blank, or we wish the user to be forced to enter it, or there's already a default value or something else. There's a reason for not wanting it to be there. There is an example in Siebel tools in the business component HLS case. If we look at user properties, we can see that there are 3 user properties following a very standard user property format: quick fill excluded template, colon, space, and then a field name. So these are field names, and the value is set to Y. These fields will never appear in a HLS case based template. So in summary, Quick Fill is a functionality which is accessed from an applet method menu item, and it records business component fields and their values, and they are stored in a Quick Fill administration so that the end user can both create templates, save templates, apply templates, and the administrator can do all of the above, as well as editing them, inactivating them, making them public, and deleting them. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. See you soon.